In this segment, we will look into Maven. Maven is a build management tool. Those who have experience with Ant or with Makefile or even with some sort of build scripts. So Maven comes in the same category. It helps you in build managing your project environment. It knows how to build your project, and it's very powerful in the sense that it even can run all your test cases, and it can deploy things even on remote servers. And the beautiful part of the Maven is that it comes with a lot of plugins, so it's very easy to build a very rich build environment using Maven. However, in this section we will just look into how to install Maven and how to use it on a very basic level. So we'll see that how a project can be created and how we can import it into Influx. So first thing first, to install Maven you need to have Java in your machine. Maven is itself coded in Java, so you need basically a JDK or a JRE in your environment. And then the next thing you want to do is download the Maven. So you can go to the Maven site and download it. You can download the binary zip. So I am here working with 3.2.2. So you can download whatever is the recent version, and then you extract it at a suitable location. So I have already done that in my case. So I have got this Apache Maven 3.2.2, and you will see a set of directories here. The one important one is the bin. So here you get the command line for MVN, and in the Windows environment you can put this whole directory path in the path environment. So MVN is available as a command line. So once it is available, you can just go to a command prompt and say MVN -version. So if everything works fine, you will see some sort of this thing. You will see Apache Maven 3.2.2. Just ignore this listening to transport. I have some more flags enabled here, but essentially you should see this part. So once that is in place, the another important thing you might want to know about is that if you go inside conf and open this settings and look for this local repository section, here you might want to tell at which location Maven would be downloading the dependencies. So Maven basically provides the facility to so that your project can tell that which all jar, the third-party jar the project depends on. And what Maven does is that for all the projects it actually keeps all those jars at one common location, which is known as repository. By default it will create a .m2 repository directory, but here I am specifying a different directory. So if you go to that directory, you will see a lot of jars out here. You might be able to even identify some of the names like CJlib, ASM, AOP, Alliance. So I use many of the most of these jars in one or my other project. So these all have been downloaded by Maven automatically on its own. So this is one of the very powerful aspects of Maven. So once these things are in place, let's see how we can create a simple project in Maven. So to make the first project, Maven comes with certain kind of archetypes. What it means is that if I have to make a simple Java project, I have to basically issue a command something like this. So let me just copy this command, go to command prompt and paste it here. So I guess it did not got copied. So let me come here. Yeah. So it will say that generate a project. It will give a group ID to that one. Basically the archetypes group ID. Then it will tell that what is the group ID. So you give your package name generally here and the name of the project. So I run it. So before I run it, let me show you here that there are no directories here. Now I will go and run it. So you will see Maven will start doing certain things, and it actually will start generating the artifacts of the project. So it is generating a project in interactive mode. So now it will ask for actually couple of things, and once we provide the response to that one, it will actually go ahead and create the project. So let's just hang on. Yeah, so you can just accept the defaults right now. So it says that now the build is successful. If I see here now, you will see a Maven app directory. So let me go and see this Maven app directory here. And you will see an src directory and a pom file. We'll come to pom file a little later, but if you go inside src directory, there are two directories, main and test. Go inside main Java and you will see com, Lalit, app and an app Java file. If you open that, this is our very famous Hello World program. So what Maven has done is that it has basically created a project for us. Okay, and then now we can go inside this Maven app directory, and then let's see that how we can. Let's basically now look into this pom.xml file, which is actually the core of Maven. So let me just open this file. I'll go to the root and open this WordPad. So here it has created a pom.xml. Pom.xml is basically, you can think of a definition file for your project that will contain all the necessary information about how to build a project, what are the different names, what are the packages and things like that. Not packages, basically what are the artifacts ID. So we will see all these things little later. But the important thing here is that it will tell that what all jars it depends on. So here the scope is test, so JUnit is just dependent when the testing is required. Otherwise, really there are no dependency for this project, because for a Hello World program you really don't need any jar. The base JDK is good enough to support a Hello World program. Then it says that the packaging is jar. So if you build this project, it can actually create a jar for you. Then there are versions and artifacts ID and the group ID. And so there is a concept that when you build this jar, you can actually install it, and when you install it, you will actually install in the repository that we just saw some time back. So right now, let's see that how we can just run this Hello World program. So again, Maven comes with a lot of plugins. So we are going to use exec Java plugin, but essentially what we are going to do is that we'll issue this command. So let me just go here and issue this command. So again, you will see that a couple of things were happening. You might be expecting just a Hello World to come, but actually Maven is doing a lot of things. So here you will see a lot more information being flushed out. But don't worry about that one. Essentially what you see here is that the Hello World is printed. So that's the point where the app class is being executed. Now let's see that how we can import this project in our Eclipse. So for that, we say Eclipse. So I run this. And now if I go and see the DI directory, you see that there are two projects. There is a dot project and there is a class path file. I can go to my Eclipse, import, and let me just project into workspace, and this Maven app appears here. So finish, and if you see, our project is available in the Eclipse to work. So hopefully this will help you in getting started with Maven. It's a very powerful tool. I would recommend have a look into that one and make it an integral part of your Java-based projects. Thank you very much.